What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Barber Buff. Yeah, that's right. That's me with that cake. The man with the magic hands. It's ready to go down, man. So first off, what I'm doing, I'm combing through my client's hair, just observing, seeing what I see. Any cowlicks, swirls, light spots, thin hair. Whatever I may come across. So now I'm knocking it down with a 1.5, starting from the crown all the way down to the hairline. So I'm cutting and combing, pretty much just knocking the dead hair out, looking for any things I'm gonna come across. Just repetition, same thing over and over. With a 1.5. What I'm doing now is I took my 2 guard on my Andis Supers, and I took my 2 and I'm going across the hairline against the grain, knocking the weight out of the hairline. I do that because I want to find the natural hairline and make it easier to shape up when it's time to shape the hair up. Getting that weight out of there. So now I'm doing my taper, starting with a bald taper with it all the way closed. Just trying to make it smooth and flawless as I go across. Next I'm gonna go with my open it all the way up and make my next line demarcation. Open it all the way up, 1/2 inch. Just making it smooth as well. Making it taper so I'll be able to see my taper as I go along. 1/2 inch. Now I'm just knocking that line demarcation out. Throwing on my 1 guard and pretty much 1/2 inch. Making my line to take out a line. And that's all the way open, I believe. I'm gonna close it. Yep, I'm gonna close it and take that line out. As you can see, line come right out. I'm gonna throw my 1.5 guard on in a minute. My white wall guard, actually. See that dark line across the bottom of the halfway of the ear? We're gonna knock that out with that 1.5 guard. Open it all the way up, because we don't want to go too high on our taper. So we just knocking that weight out, and then we're gonna eventually close it and try to get that line out of there. All this is repetition. The more you practice, the better you will get better. Close it, close it. Now we knocking that weight out of there, so it should become a smooth taper. It's coming along. Now I'm just fine tuning my taper, just trying to get it as smooth as possible. We're gonna clean it up at the end anyway. Now I'm starting my side taper, balding, 1/2 inch, just working it in between the ear and that first point. Not taking out, just keeping enough room for myself to taper. That's all. Open it all the way up, using the corner of the blade and working my way within that taper. Not going too high, staying mid, staying low. Tapering it up. Gonna close it. And my 1 guard. Creeping up, but not going too high. Giving myself room to work. Throw my 1.5 guard on there. Same thing I did with the back, taking that weight out. Not going too high, because we want to keep our hair dark. I think we gotta now just smoothing it out with the 1 guard. Smoothing it out, tapering the beard down, and then eventually completing the same thing on the other side. The next step is my fun part. The shampoo is essential to every haircut. If this step is missed or left out, the haircut will not, and I repeat, will not come out as planned. Shaping up will become a task, and it will be very, very difficult. Shampooing the hairline very thoroughly, the beard very thoroughly. Just giving a good shampoo is very essential. Drying it very thoroughly. So here we have a product which is wrapping lotion, which is mind-boggling to a lot of people who always ask me, what's the white stuff? What's the white stuff? This white product here is called wrapping lotion, which is going to lay the hair down after the shampoo. The same as if you were using grease or wave grease. But wave grease is sticky, which you cannot cut through. Wrapping lotion, you can cut through it. You can trim after it. This is a great, great product to lay the hair back down after the shampoo. Because normally with wave, your hair has to be at least a 1.5, 2. So you want to use that product to lay the hair back down. Brushing it thoroughly through the hair until it's dissolved. Using my hand to smooth the waves out, smooth the hair back down, and brushing it thoroughly all the way through till the hair is all the way laid down. Next, taking my blow dryer and just drying the hair out. Just trying to dry it a little bit. Now I'm taking my Got to Be Glue product. It's a Got to Be Glue, which is a hair molding spray. Laying it over the hair, just to lay it down. Over the hairline, on the beard line, to dry the hair out that much more after the shampoo. This is also why your haircut shouldn't be $20. After all the product you're using, your haircut should be $20. Using plenty product, using all your tools and resources on one client's hair. You're putting a lot of product, so your haircut should never be $20. So I'm just repeating it again, drying it out once more. Using my blow dryer, knocking out some of that moisture just to dry it out. Now taking my Corliss Andis Soup outliners, starting from the top of the ear, working my way down into the nape. Right after that taper, it's already been tapered. The hair is dry, it's clean, so this line should come out fairly easy. Cleaning the neck, all the loose hairs around the neck, just putting that line in there. Doing the same thing on the other side. Clean lines, people. Whatever I do to my left or right side, I'm gonna do to the opposite side. The taper's already been put in there, starting to the top of the line, working that way down using the corner of my blade. Using every curve, I'm gonna use the corner of the blade, let's not forget. Now starting to my front line, the hairline. I wanna hold his face up and face him towards me as if we're having a conversation. I wanna look directly down at the hairline, looking at any imperfections of the hairline, combing it down, and seeing where I wanna start. I always wanna start with start in the middle, working with the strong side first, and which his strong side seems to be his right side. So I want to start with that strong side first, working my way from the middle to the corner. This is the way I do it. I've heard people say they start at the corner and work to the middle, but I like to start in the middle, work to the corner. Keep in mind that left side may be a little weaker than the right, using that right side as a reference point. It's some bad camera people, I know. I should have had the camera directly on the hairline. But, nonetheless, combing that hairline inwards, starting my first bar, angling the bar towards the eyebrow, using it as a reference point. Sometimes it may differ, it may change, it may be the same, but what we're doing is we're creating balance to the facial structure. Now I use that top line and my hook line symmetry. As I'm showing you now, I'm using that as symmetry. I'm using that top, my first line, as a reference point to where I want to start and how I want to drop into my hook. That line and that line should be parallel. And that's how you create balance within the shape up. Okay, using my corner, I'm gonna work my way back up to that point and create my balance. Now I'm just working it to that point. Now I'm taking that and dropping it to that line I just started. And that's how you create your balance within your shape up. Just doing my check within the hairline. And keep looking down at the hairline. That's key. Now I'm shaping my mustache up. And this is all part of my setup for my enhanced beard. We're gonna enhance the beard, darken it, widen it all the way out as wide as possible. This is all part of that setup. Making that beard wide as possible. Some of them hairs be faint. you know, or depending on who cut it before you, might have cut it into the beard. Normally, they want to keep the beard as wide, so as you can see, I'm putting that line on that beard, catching all that loose hair, the new growth, and everything, because the shampoo made it that much easier, so we're widening that beard all the way out, and we're going to use that for our enhancements. So now, swinging the chair around, looking at our pretty much finished side, and now it's time to line up the other side using our finished side as a reference to what we're going to shape up. And this side should fall right in place. Starting from the middle, working our way to the corner, it should be easy using the finished side as a reference point. Having a photographic memory or just looking like me. I'm looking at it, going back. I'm looking at it, going back. Just cleaning my lines up, going over it, getting all of my minor details together. This is all part of the setup for our enhancements, which is going to perfect our haircut. My model is falling asleep in the chair, y'all. That's how relaxing this is. This is why it's worth $40, $50 a haircut. He's going. Keeping that beard as wide as possible. Widening it all the way back out, swinging it back out. He's falling asleep, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy is really enjoying this haircut. Yeah, I'm just shaping up my sides, working my beard in. Oh, he dropped his head again. Well, he's enjoying it. That is safe to say. All right, leaving my corner, working my beard. So after all that's completed, I'm gonna take my fibers and just touch my hairline. Spraying it evenly, not too dark. That will definitely kill the haircut. Too many fibers will definitely kill the haircut. Now mind you, using fibers and other enhancements is to perfect the haircut, not to cover up mistakes or cheat the person out of a good haircut. The haircut still will be intact after the fibers and dye is added. Now for our beard enhancements. What I've done now is taken my magic barber pencil. I'm going to tighten up my beard line that I've already created with the shape up. Just want to darken my line for the sake of less mistakes. Because once I lay my dye down for my beard, there is no going back. So I want to make sure my beard is symmetric on both sides. I want it the same width into the mustache. I want it to be level coming off the sideburns into the cheek. I want everything to be the same width, the same length, etc., etc. So I'm using this as a guideline for the sake of less mistakes. I can do it but with. So I put that line in there. Now I'm just finishing my taper. Okay, now taking the semi-permanent dye of your choice, starting at that line and just making small notches, dabbing it right on that line we already drawn with the magic barber pencil, just dabbing it on the outline. You don't want to paint, as they say, paint the beard. You just dabbing it on the outline and then brushing it towards in the beard. That's how you creating your line. You don't want it to be too dark, too black. You just putting it on that line we created with the magic barber pencil and brushing it in with your harder brush. It's going to come right to you. Putting it on that line, dabbing it. As you can see, it's already coming into play. Dabbing it on that line. Putting on those soft hairs that we've already lined up. Dab, 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 dab. Just dabbing it on that mustache, dabbing it on that beard, and brushing it down. Then taking out a harder brush and brushing it right in. My mouth keeps falling asleep. I'm sorry, y'all. It's too relaxing. Brushing it right in. Now you have a wide beard. I mean, it's very simple. Everything doesn't have to be overdone. But that's the look you were going for. It's gonna last them 3 or 4 days. Tightening it up, blending it into that taper that we created. Quick, drying my fibers in, drying my beard. After that's complete, it's going back to my shape up. After the fibers have been applied and dry, the shape up will come right to you. Tap and go, tap and go. If my model can stay woke, we can get this haircut done in no time. Teddy, what up? Going over my lines, which has already been defined already. We just knocking off our loose fibers, cleaning it up. Tap and go. Beard looking mighty fine, looking sharp, looking perfected, which is always our aim, a perfected haircut. So after shaping up our beard and our left side, well, right side, I'm sorry, we're gonna put on a fresh razor. Drop a fresh razor on there. We're gonna give y'all a nice, fresh, clean razor line. Look at the side view. How clean is that? This is why we charge $40, $50 for a haircut. Everything we put into a haircut is just not a haircut anymore. So, with that being said, put my razor in nice and tight and secure. Stretching that skin down. Bring my razor to the hairline. Looking for that defined line. I changed my camera for a better view so you can see what I'm doing. Sliding the razor, slow and short strokes. Using my thumb to tighten the skin. Same difference, all the way around the hairline. Using my thumb as a guard all the way down to tighten that skin into that beard. Knocking off anything that's not supposed to be there to get that defined line on that beard. So after completing the other side with the same techniques, blow drying it, drying everything out, I'm gonna go back in my taper and clean my taper up. See, once you shape up and do all your other adjustments to the haircut, all your mistakes should pop out to you. And you should be able to see everything vividly. Going back, shaping up, hitting my lines, getting my shape up nice and clean. It should all stand out to you. Beard looking mighty fly. Look how I shape up and that line come right back. Because mind you, like I said, we already in shampoo. Got the skin nice and clean. Now we're gonna rest his head back and do the same thing we already done on the unfinished side. Raising that line, tightening that line up, getting any loose hairs. As you can see, the haircut is pretty much come together. Sharp, very, very sharp. And clean and nice and neat. Not overdone. I don't think it's overdone in my opinion, in my professional opinion. I don't think it's overdone. Sometimes they say the beard can be exaggerated with the dye, but sometimes this is what the client wants. Now what I'm doing is, I'm doing some of my freehand work. Getting all my split ends sticking up. This all makes the haircut. All these little minor details makes the haircut what it is at the end. If you miss any of these steps out, your haircut is gonna look shabby. It's not gonna have that precision look. This hair, mind you, this hair is a 1.5. I'm trying to make sure I get as many split ends as I can, freehand. Even to the point where I'm gonna go with my shears and do the same thing. Using my left hand, doing the same thing. Around the crown, knocking them split ends off. That looks pretty tight to me. I love that look. That's the look I wear as well. Of course with a longer beard. Now I can grab my shears and just plucking off any hair that I didn't get with my trimmers. I mean, like say fine tuning is very, very important in haircuts, man. Around the hairline where most of the hair sticks up, taking your shears and knocking it off. That's very, very clean cut, man. Balance into the beard, split ends on the beard, and the hair sticking out of place. We knocked it off with the shears. Hairline looks pretty sharp. Balance. Each point is long, or the same amount. As far as length, taper is blended fairly well. Now I'm just going over it, making sure everything is in place. And there you have it, finished product. Tight lines, nice beard, shape up on point, waves laid, beard intact. This is the look you're going for. These are the process and steps you may take. Step your barber up. It's not only a movement, but it's realistic. It's made for everybody, every barber. I want to thank y'all for watching my video, my tutorial. I hope you will subscribe, like, share, comment, negative, positive, it's all accepted. Subscribe to my page, Buff the Barber 86. I appreciate you. Follow me on IG right now, Buff_the Barber, DA Barber. Peace.